Good afternoon, Sporting Bet customers. Oh, that's very bright. Let's sort this out first. Much better. Now, first team news about a Clasico. Yet another Clasico, but each one of them with their own little life, because now we're coming on the back of Barcelona hadn't gone to the Santiago Bernabéu, beating Real Madrid and leaving in the process a crisis at the White House, because what we're seeing now more and more after in the Mourinho era, there's only been one victory out of 9 Clásicos. What we're seeing is that players are doubting Jose Mourinho, and there is no denying that, because there is not only proof of it, and you can see it in some of the press, but it is also very clear that when some of the players talk in the mix zone, they just don't do it with a lot of conviction. And the fact that I don't know if you saw the press conference of Jose Mourinho yesterday before the Clasico, but he was just answering with yes and no's, and I don't answer this. He wasn't happy, and partly because he feels that if things continues like that, if he doesn't feel he's got the backing of everybody at the club, players and the chairman and everybody, he'll leave at the end of the season. My prediction is that if he wins the league, he probably will leave. But there is only there's one big thing to sort out, which is that if he leaves, he's got to pay Real Madrid about 20 million euros, and if Real Madrid sacks him, they've got to pay him 20 million euros. So that will have to be negotiated first. In any case, this is what it looks like now. We'll see at the end of the season, and what's quite clear is that Real Madrid have made on purpose the decision to actually not talk about let's turn this round, let's win this game, but they just played it quite coolly, played it down basically with the idea of taking pressure off the players. Basically, Mourinho feels that if the players that he's going to put on the field, and the impression is that it will be quite an offensive lineup, if they feel too tense, they won't be able to get out of them what the talent they've got. And if they sometimes you forget what you've got in your hands, you play your best football. That's the thinking anyway. Pepe has travelled, which means that he will be obviously the focus of hate from Barcelona fans, despite the fact that Pep Guardiola is saying I wouldn't like to see what happened to Figo happen to Pepe. Pep thinks that the Barcelona fans are sorry for what happened to Figo when he came to the Camp Nou. I don't know any Barcelona fan that is sorry about what happened there, because they actually with the whistling, with the noise that they made, it was the compared to the noise that a jet taking off when he first came onto the pitch. That's Figo. Basically, the fans just showed how much they dislike the fact that he left Barcelona to go to Real Madrid. But Pepe won't have the same kind of intensity, and I think that the fact that Pep Guardiola has actually talked about let's be elegant here may just quiet some people down, but there is a very hard feelings towards Pepe, not just from the fans but also from the players of Barcelona. So let's see how that's played, because yes, he's troubled, Pepe, and if he's troubled, and he hasn't had an injury. If he missed at the weekend, he wasn't down to injuries, he was down to the fact that Mourinho felt that psychologically he wasn't ready. But if he feels he's ready and he's travelled to Barcelona, he will be part of the lineup. He should be part of the lineup, with alongside Xavi in the centre midfield, perhaps with Varane and Sergio Ramos at the back, but with a very offensive lineup in front of those 6, the back 4, and Xavi and Pepe, and that would be Ozil, Kaká, Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now let's see if that what is eventually the lineup of Real Madrid, but that's what they were preparing yesterday. So it will be an interesting proposition. Again, every time that Mourinho meets Barcelona, he prepares a different kind of team. He tries a different kind of thing. Barcelona stays on the same line. They know exactly what they have to do, and they're just gonna keep at it. So the team will be the best team they can put, with the 3 up front of Alexis, Messi and Cesc, of course with Xavi, with Iniesta, with Busquets in the middle, and the usual back 4, with Pinto on goal. And that is how can I put it, that is one thing that Real Madrid can take advantage of, because obviously Valdés is almost like another centre back when he plays. He can play the ball, and in fact there was an interesting stat: only Xavi Alonso played the ball more times than Victor Valdés, the goalkeeper of Barcelona, because as you know they play through him a lot. Well, Pinto hasn't got the same quality with his foot, and Real Madrid may try to take advantage of that. Interesting to see how they start the game. In the last 4 Clásicos they start pressing high up, but then after the scoring in the last 2 they just drop deep. Now I'm not sure that's down to Mourinho. I think it's down to the players that are scared of losing against Barcelona. If with the lack of pressure, if with Mourinho taking all the focus of attention, the players managed to shake off some of that pressure, we've got a game in hand. As Pep Guardiola says, this is not over. I see how Barcelona will score, but Real Madrid as well, and I see Barcelona, like they do in the big games, overcoming whatever obstacle to go through. Doesn't mean they will win. It probably will be a draw. It will be very tight, and it will be goals in both ends. But it will be another fantastic Clasico. I just cannot wait. I'll be in the studio in the Sky with somebody Sporting Bet customers probably know very well, which is Rafa Benitez, and I'm looking forward to hear what he has to say about all that. So if I don't see you tonight, see you soon. We'll be talking about the Premier League on Friday. Cheers, bye.